I we've been talking for like 20 minutes.
Surprise, surprise.
And yeah, we should have been recording the whole time. So I'll let you introduce yourself because I call you something different from what most people call you. Who are you?
Sorry. My name is Porter Jameson, and my friend Rob is going on a trip. Going on a road trip. Are you sure? Now you're calling this your? Is this your? This is the middle-aged what? This is the.
It's got two names. I like to call it Odyssey 19, but the name that most people are calling it is the Midlife Crisis Tour.
Yeah, Odyssey 19. That's very 70s. That seems a little bit before your time.
No, I was thinking like Greek Homer Odyssey.
19?
2019.
This is 2019?
Yeah, that's what year this is.
Oh, Jesus. I've been in 2015 for so long, I've forgotten.
No, it's 2019.
Oh, well, that explains a lot of things.
What if it was 2015? Oh, I don't want to go back to 2015.
Okay.
2015 was an awful year.
I understood. Yeah.
Woo!
Well, you're escaping it, so it's all good.
We did do 12th Night in 2015.
That was an awfully good show.
Yeah, I had a good time with that.
Yeah.
Which segues to the question, how do I know you? How do you know me, rather?
I was about to say, how do you know me? How do I know you? God, we've been working together theatrically for, holy crap, I don't even want to think about how many years. It's what, 30 years now?
Yeah, it would have been 1989,
yeah.
December of 89.
Holy crap.
January of 1990.
And of course, we as most of my friends, I tend to get my friends through theater, and I think in terms of Bakersfield, you are the second longest.
Second longest.
Kathy Durham.
Kathy Durham.
Yeah.
Not Rob Lang.
Robin, I'm trying to think.
It's okay.
I mean, I've known him longer, but we're not buddies.
Well, he's Rob Lang and I'm Rob Long, and we get confused for each other frequently.
Well, so long as you don't confuse each other for yourself.
That has happened. That's happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. You both have beards now. For a long time, that wasn't the case.
Good point.
All right.
What was that first show we did?
That first show was Lie of the Mind by Sam Shepard.
It's been too long since I've done Shepard.
It has. It's been too long since I've done Shepard.
Good Lord. When's the last time either of us did Shepard?
Yeah. Jesus.
I'm trying to think if I've done any since True West in 1992.
I haven't done any since True West. I have dreams. I have dreams. I've worked up, all kinds of scenarii, whatever it is, scenarii.
Well, my True West wasn't your True West.
I know it wasn't. Believe me, I saw the first half. No, I saw all of your True West, and yeah, it was definitely not.
I'm so ready to do that show again.
Well, you've got 10 years to do it.
Oh no, I did Backbog Beast Bait in '93.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was what should have been my senior project.
Oh.
I
missed that.
I got a bug up my butt because somebody who was graduating at the same time was writing their own project, and so I opted to write my own project, and it was truly one of the worst things I ever did.
Congratulations. Isn't it great to get that out of the way? Yeah,
but a couple months before that, I had done a student-directed production that included Backbog Beast Bait and Killer's Head. And Phil Kroll did Killer's Head, and he was.
As a matter of fact, I just realized that Killer's Head is probably the last Shepard I've done. That was back in '87.
Wow, I didn't see that.
I mean, it's like I've been wanting to. I've pitched it a number of times. We almost did. God, what's the name?
Tooth of Crime.
Tooth of Crime. Thank you.
Yeah,
almost.
Yeah. We talked about Tooth of Crime in.
Well, we almost cast it. I mean, but we couldn't finish our cast.
That was 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ish.
And Rob Lang was going to be playing Doc, as a matter of fact, which that would have been a really fun turnaround.
God, I want to do some Shepard. This isn't even the point of the conversation, but I'm so glad.
Since when do we ever keep to one point in our conversations anyway?
See, most people have asked, so do you have any questions about the trip? Do you have any thoughts on the trip? I figured you would just, talk about whatever came to your mind. And we just go from there.
Well, I don't know. It's like Odyssey is Odyssey by itself. I mean, 70s reference, notwithstanding.
I don't know the 70s reference.
It was a nightclub up in the very top of the hills when you're leaving Los Angeles to come back up here, come back to Bakersfield.
Okay.
You know, it was, you'd go up the main drag and it was over to the left, and it was a big thing if you were into disco and shit like that. Anyway, the idea of making a journey to find yourself. I mean, that's not why Odysseus set off to find himself. He was trying to find home, but that's mostly what we're trying to do anyway. He's trying to get home. I think to a certain degree you're trying to find it. And I think that that's actually cool, and it's wonderful that you have been given this opportunity to do it. I mean, that may not have been the reason you were given the opportunity, you're given the time, but you're taking the opportunity, and I think that it's a good positive thing. Particularly, dude, you're going to find to be working on some stand-up. You haven't done that. You haven't. I don't even know if have you even kept that dream alive. You've been so into improv and group work and that kind of dynamic. Have you been still kind of keeping stand-up alive?
I tried stand-up initially in 2010, and I did it 3 times. Mm-hmm. Twice I did well. There's videos of both of those. The third time I bombed because I went up on stage with partially formed material to see if I could improvise my way through it.
Right.
And in 2010 I couldn't. So it was very interrelated team type material.
Right.
And then a few years later, I developed a solo improv show with another improviser.
Right.
And part of the point of that was to figure out confidence in working alone on stage. And that was modeled when we started building it. The guy who was helping me build it was like, what do you think of when you think of that? And the first thing came to mind was Whoopi Goldberg's Fontaine, Why Am I Straight? Mm-hmm. I was like, that's what I want to do. There was Howie Mandel's crowd work, because there was a piece of every one of his stand-up shows where he'd go to the audience.
Right.
And so that was in my mind. So it was a whole lot of Fontaine, a little bit of Howie Mandel, and then as a comedian, I love Bill Hicks.
And you have since... You were one of the first people I knew that knew Bill Hicks, that knew what he was all about and what he was doing and getting it.
I'm not going to comment. That makes me smile. And then with some...
Hold up the mirror so they can see you smile.
Yeah, thank you. With some Kinnison and some Dennis Leary mixed in, and you could argue those are the same thing.
The 3 of them got together and for a weekend in Vegas, and you were born.
Yep.
That's the idea.
Yep. So it's kind of it's trying to find the way that I do it out of all that.
Right.
And that's starting to come together. So there's the stand-up I started to do in 10 and all the stuff I've listened to in my history and the solo improv, the experience with improv. I'm thinking I might go up Wednesday with that half-formed material again to see if I can make my way through it with the skills that I have now.
Yeah, after all, you're on a tour, so if you bomb in one place and you know it's not going to work, you can work it up the next one.
Exactly.
Perfect. Learn as you go.
So,
improvise. Man, this is your opportunity. This is something that most people don't get and really could use. So I'm glad you're taking it.
I've chosen the camera angle that I can't flip the camera around to look at myself. It would look something like this.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't do reaction shots like I have in many of the other videos.
Now I'm kind of curious. Why did you choose the Superman bit for your phone your phone thing?
You've asked a question. It's literally impossible to show anybody what I'm talking about.
Wait,
because
your glasses, dude, your glasses.
Oh, wait. Okay, there. We'll do this. It's upside down. So that is a pop socket, and pop sockets. I should get sponsor money from Pop Socket and Bang.
Is there a TM after Pop Socket?
I think there is, and it's to make it easier to hold your phone to do a selfie.
Right.
Okay. So Justice League came out, and the kids and I were shopping in Target one Christmas.
This is like all the kids or your kids?
My kids.
Just making sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave jokes there alone. Yeah, my kids and I was in Vancouver for one Christmas, and I was like, I want a pop socket, but I'd been looking for a Batman pop socket.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there was a point where I went. So you're getting a favorite superhero now. My favorite superhero is Daredevil. to be honest with you. Spider-Man is up there, and it rotates. So sometimes it's Daredevil, sometimes it's Spider-Man, sometimes it's Batman. It's usually Daredevil, it's often Spider-Man, sometimes it's Batman, even though a lot of people think Batman's primary.
He's certainly one. If he's right up. He's one of the top two always. He seems.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, top three.
Okay. Top.
Because Daredevil flies under the radar. And we can get into why, but I'll do that another time.
All good. I got about a minute, by the way.
Okay. And Batman had been part of the way that I think for so long that I went, oh, Batman's really dark. Mm-hmm. So let's try something else for a while. So instead of buying a Batman pop socket, I bought the Superman pop socket because I wanted to try and be Superman-y for a while.
Sure.
Hope, light, solve problems by making friends, which I'm still not good at. But I wanted to think more positively than the Batman influence would have been.
Got it. Well, it's a good, solid reason, then.
Thanks. Mm-hmm. Since we're about out of time, you have any closing thoughts?
Don't get dead.
Don't get dead.
Comedy or road, either way.
I'll do my best.
I'm glad to hear that.
Who knows? Maybe this whole thing will be like a eulogy that can be shown at my funeral.
Wow, we're gonna have to get a jumbo screen for that. We'll go to a mega church, get one of those ones that has the football-sized screen. That would be great.
If I die on this trip, the title of the documentary is going to be "Don't Get Dead."
Perfect.
And your audio will come back throughout it.
Thank you for leaving me with that awful notion, but that's okay. It's cool.
Woo! Party on, party people.
I'm gonna run.